Hey y'all, it's me and half my face again. You already know what's going on. So, I'm a member of a website called Squat the Planet, and I was recently muted for linking a song called Kill All the White Men. You probably heard it. If you haven't, I will totally link to that below so you can check that out. And I was muted for that. Like, I'm obviously reverse racist if that exists in a plane where that can be a thing that happens. But just a few things before I get into the thing. So the first thing to bring up is that Squat the Planet is made for white men by white men. So if you're not a white man, you're probably not going to want to hang out there too much. Second of all, this came about. The reason why they probably noticed it is because I openly criticized the community and the head administrator. And it was in a thread where one of the moderators decided to leave and listed grievances with the community and other moderators and the administrator. So I also aired my grievances and openly spoke out against the administrator, which technically isn't a bannable offense. They did not ban me for that, but it makes people easier to piss off. So, I'm not going to make excuses for why I was banned. If I am the reverse racist of Squat the Planet, then that's just my title from now on. And, I want to say something that I didn't say in any of my posts, and then I'm going to say what I said in my post. What I didn't say in my post is that when the head is sick, the body is sick. And with the way that the moderators and administrator use disrespectful language to the users when criticism is involved, tells everyone else that that is acceptable behavior. So the community is constantly devolving because the moderator and administrators don't know how to act. And the person that brought up the concerns was met with egregious, I'm hoping egregious is the right term, response by one of the people, the moderator that was being addressed. And that was like, well, don't you think that this defensiveness is why this person didn't address this with you directly? Because this is probably what this person was avoiding by addressing it like this, while still addressing it. Because just because this person didn't want to address it directly with you and have a discussion that would have went who knows the fuck where, doesn't mean that this person deserves to leave in silence or be silenced about their issues. And nor should anyone else. But it should be known that if you do post criticism or issues, you will be met with very aggressive, unwelcoming behavior. And people like that are not owed any kind of discussion. And at the same time, as I already said, people don't deserve to be silenced about whatever their issues are. And I will say that this person wasn't silenced, even though the response was very undignified. It is still there and available to the public. And I was like, well, hey, I have these issues too, so I agree with this person. And of course, my response was, what I said was met with like, oh, you're blowing hot air or whatever. And really, that was the only response that I read. I got more responses, but I was like, I already know that y'all are super negative, so there's really no point in me reading what you have to say. But the little bit that I did read was like basically dismissive of someone addressing issues, which is why people don't want to talk to them. And the site itself is very by white men for white men. So of course linking to a video saying kill all the white men, it was gonna get, probably gonna get their attention. Sooner or later at least, but with what's happening here, way more sooner than later. Um, and I just can't suggest that website. It's a very the head administrator is also the designer. The site has gone through a lot of aesthetic changes. I would say it's a very functional website. It probably does everything that you would want it to do, but the community is shot. A lot of the long-term dedicated people have left with the same criticisms that the community is no longer worth it, and have also expressed issues with the head administrator. And the head administrator takes no kind of criticism. So it's pretty much the snake that's going to eat its own tail and hopefully engulf itself into non-existence. I don't want Squat the Plan to change. What I do want is a rival platform. Of course, it's not going to do everything that Squat the Planet does right out the gate, but it needs to be an option. And there needs to be more for the online alternative travelers community, however you want to call us, to be able to converse and congregate around, because Squat the Planet is no longer working. It apparently hasn't been working out for a while, according to the people that have left, that have been there for a long time and committed a lot of their time and energy to the community. And even though people have left for a lot of different reasons, there are some reasons that are consistent, as I mentioned before. Am I going to get back on? I don't know. I'm probably going to forget about it. But I definitely wanted to spread the word that if you think that a platform isn't needed because a platform is already there, know that another platform is needed, because competition and options for us as users is only a good thing. Y'all take care of yourselves. I'm going to check the link, and have a good night.